Good morning, guys.
Hi. And guess where we are? We're in the New York state of town at the Woodbury Commons Premium Outlet. It's a bright sunny morning. It's a bright sunny morning and freezing cold, but the shops are yet to open, I think.
Yep.
So let's journey with us.
Well, we might not do too much filming, but we'll tell you how it goes.
See you soon. Bye. So we booked a bus trip to Woodbury Commons a week before we could depart from South Africa.
We paid $84 and we left from the McDonald's in the Times Square area. It's about just over a 1 hour trip.
An hour and a half.
I took the opportunity to have a quick nap.
As usual, that is. So I had to just stick my head out of the window and just do some footage. As you can see, we're just having a look at some of the outskirts of New York, looks like.
It's in complete contrast to the concrete jungle that we were living in. But this is more suburbs. It's interesting to see the houses are obviously much bigger and something that we would be more familiar with in our suburbs as well.
And I think the winter looks very familiar to us. Trees are like stick dry.
I would say Drakensberg, not us in Durban.
Yeah. Well, it's part of it.
It was an interesting drive, definitely something, if you like shopping, then you should put Woodbury Commons on your bucket list. But just the drive to the place was quite insightful as well when I wasn't napping.
Shockingly, I spotted was it a mobile garage? Yes.
A service station where you fill fuel, because we saw none of that in New York.
We were one of the first people to arrive at Woodbury Commons and nothing was open. So we headed to the food court.
In the videos that we watched preparing to come to New York, I don't think I've ever seen Woodbury Commons this quiet. During December, it was packed with people, so we got to get some nice footage. As you can see, very high fashion brands. It's almost like what we would describe in South Africa as a factory shop area. Outlet Park is a factory shopping district, but it's time to grab something to eat. I didn't have breakfast, just a reminder.
What is it? Vi felt less grumpy after she had her breakfast.
I had a sausage egg McMuffin. It tasted just like the ones you get in South Africa, and we were ready to hit the outlet park. The first place we visited was Gucci. I've never been to a Gucci factory outlet before.
I was so excited to see my favorite store.
That is Gucci.
Gucci. But I was a little bit disappointed because it was similar to the stuff that we had here in South Africa. And the pricing was more or less the same.
So I stand to be corrected, but what I believe comes to the factory outlets are things that don't sell very well in the actual shops. But yeah, it was interesting to see some things were priced regularly, and there were Gucci products that were discounted, but not by that much. Saint Laurent was very discounted. I found that a bargain. We don't have that in South Africa. But if you're going to compare shopping prices to that on Fifth Avenue, then definitely Woodbury Commons is cheaper. One of his favorite shops were?
Burberry. And I managed to get a couple of t-shirts from there. Very pricey, but worth it. Worth it.
Well, full price, I think you got it for about 50% off. They were about $150.
$265.
Okay. We were there for from about maybe 9 or 9:30 till 3 p.m. So we didn't go into every single shop. This place is huge. It's insanely huge. We only covered, I think, a small part of this place.
Maybe like 1/10 of it.
Yeah. I did manage to get makeup on special. If you're a big fan of MAC and Estee Lauder, I found these very discounted. And when I say discounted, I'm also referring to the price that we would pay for things in South Africa. I didn't shop in any of the Fifth Avenue shops of the brands that we were here because obviously it made no difference. I was not going to pay full price on Fifth.
I was excited to go to the Sex of Fifth store, but when I arrived inside there, I was actually quite disappointed. It was more like a jumble sale.
Yeah, but we understand it's an outlet park. Also, I think December would have been their busiest period, so.
You were better off like paying a little more from the boutique stores.
Which is Saks on Fifth.
Yes.
But a highlight for me was definitely Salvatore Ferragamo. We do have this store in South Africa, but the discount on the day was a further 40% off on ladies' shoe. So I'm going to give you the price in rands because I cannot remember the price in dollars. So basically, a Ferragamo shoe in South Africa is 15,000 rand. It's very expensive. And on the day at the outlet park, it was 3,000. So for us, that was a big saving. That was the highlight of my trip, and I now own a Ferragamo shoe.
So do I. It was a gift.
It was a gift.
How's your bento box, V? Beef bento box. It's good. Oh, look at that.
When we returned from Woodbury Commons, our next stop was the Empire State Building. This was a highlight for us, but we lost all of that footage. We actually managed to capture the whole experience from getting there, the restaurants, the lift, the little talk that they give you. The history behind the Empire State Building is wonderful. After that, we did go to Koreatown. We got to enjoy some of the food there. We did some shopping for our BTS Army niece. All of it is gone, including the gifts that we got from Koreatown, because we decided to protect it and keep it in the backpack that we lost at Heathrow Airport.
We did a photo shoot at the Empire State Building and we took the deluxe package. Unfortunately, the printed copies were lost with the backpack, but these were the digital copies that we downloaded. We got a replica of the Empire State Building.
This, as I said, it was one of our highlights, and I think you can tell by the disappointment in our voice. It really sucked losing this footage. We got a postcard as well, but this is what came with our photo shoot. And I love stationery, so I bought a notebook from there as one of their professional photographs, which I'll use for all my memorabilia. This was a bit pricey. It was $10 per plain notebook, but it's something. I love stationery, and I really enjoyed the Empire State Building. Now it's time, once again, for another meal. So we're eating Five Guys tonight, one of the best burgers apparently in New York. The fries are divine. Tell us about the burger. We're in our room.
Pure beef burger.
This is it. We're gonna dig in and probably put a voiceover of what we thought about it, or a caption. Good night for now.
I must say this is actually one of the tastiest burgers I've eaten so far.
Me too.
Very tasty, but also very expensive. It's $12 for the burger, which makes it to 204 rands for just the burger only.
But food in the Times Square area is very expensive.
And it is one of the highly rated
oh yeah, we had to follow a queue. There was no space to
burger
sit.
outlets.
But definitely, I think the highlight for me is this cheese. I don't think I've ever tasted cheese like this on a cheeseburger.
So divine.
Doesn't have that processed taste. It's
Yeah.
oh. So far, I think this is one of my favorite burgers that we've had.
So good food in New York comes at a price.
Yeah.